Today marks 2 years since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and Democrats are leaning into reproductive rights as a leading campaign issue. Right now, we are looking at Vice President Kamala Harris, who is currently speaking at an event in Maryland before she heads to Arizona to speak at a reproductive freedom campaign event. New CBS News polling shows a majority of Americans still think abortion should be legal in all or most cases. And about 2/3 of Americans feel that pregnant women are more at risk in places where abortion is mostly illegal. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion is in College Park, Maryland right now, where the vice president, I believe, wrapped up before her trip to Arizona. So, Nikole, over the past several months, we've seen Harris really represent the Biden campaign on these issues. How is she being received?
Well, you can probably hear there's a drum line to the right of me. You can't see them, but you can probably hear them. And what I will say in terms of the vice president is that she issued a steady drum beat with respect to this message of reproductive rights and how it will play in the 2024 election. She says that this is an issue where freedom is at stake for women across this country. And so that is why she made the case that both she and President Biden deserve another 4 years. She, along with President Biden, have pretty much pinned the blame squarely on the former president for, in effect, the Dobbs decision that we saw from the Supreme Court 2 years ago, which effectively overturned Roe versus Wade. Of course, that started, the vice president argued with former President Trump, laying the groundwork by putting 3 very conservative justices on the Supreme Court, which in effect changed the trajectory of the court to the point where we saw that decision overruled. And so what she argued to those here, using her prosecutorial experience, is that she said that the former president is, in her words, guilty of stealing the reproductive rights of women across this country. And so she argued that by giving both her and President Biden another 4 years, they will try to work to restore abortion access, whether that is Congress trying to codify these rights to federally protect them. She said that that is a bill that President Biden would sign. But again, really trying to draw a sharp contrast between the work of the Biden-Harris administration, what the campaign hopes to accomplish if elected, and what they believe, in their view, is the position of the former president and Republicans, who they argue want to move ahead with a national ban.
So, Nikole, if you can hear me, I know that drumline is still going strong, and I have less than a minute with you. But does polling show that reproductive rights is a big enough issue to drive voters to the polls?
Well, Democrats are counting on that, and that is why you are seeing such a heavy focus on this issue today, on this 2-year anniversary of the Dobbs decision. We know the vice president will be leaving here, going to Arizona, and that is in tandem with some 50 events that will be taking place across the country by the campaign. We saw First Lady Jill Biden out on the campaign trail. We know Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren will be hitting the campaign trail for the Biden campaign on this issue, along with a full court press on the part of Democrats, whether that is the DNC investing some $8 billion in states for the upcoming election, to groups like the DSCC and the DCCC, which are the campaign arms for congressional Democrats, which plan to target House Republicans and Senate Republicans and their views and records over this issue.
And, of course, the drum stop as you wrap up. Nikole Killion, thank you.
Just in the nick of time.